The king of the forest. Near the country of the Afars, there was once a big forest. A tribe of hyenas lived in the forest. They had a strong and clever king. Nobody went near them. Everyone was afraid of the hyenas and their king, for Afar brothers lived near the forest. They were good hunters. Every day, they went to hunt for meat. One day, one of the brothers said, "I want to go into the forest. I want to see what is there. I'm not afraid of the hyenas, or their king." His brothers agreed. "We want to see the forest too," they all said. "We'll all come with you." The forest was dark and very big. The four brothers walked for a long time. They didn't meet anyone. Then, suddenly, a hyena ran into the path in front of them. "Stop," he said. "Who are you? Where are you going?" "We're four travelers, and we're walking through the forest," the first brother said. "We don't want to hurt you. Let us go on." "No," the hyena said. "Our king doesn't like strangers. You must come with me and see him." The brothers looked round. There were more hyenas now. They were angrily showing their teeth. "Come on," they shouted. "Be quick. Come and see our king." The king of the hyenas was very big. He had long teeth and a red tongue. "Why did you come into the forest?" he asked the first brother. "You know I don't like strangers. I want to eat you." "Who do you think will save you?" "God will save me," said the first brother. "God made me. He knows the day of my birth and the day of my death. I trust in God." "And you?" the king of the hyenas said to the second brother. "Who will save you?" "The men of my tribe will save me," the second brother said. "They will see my blood and they'll be angry. They'll come with their spears and kill all my enemies. I trust in the men of my tribe." "What about you?" the king of the hyenas said to the third brother. "Who will save you?" "My mother, the earth, will save me," said the third brother. "She gives me my food, and my water comes from her. I trust in Mother Earth." The king of the hyenas turned to the fourth brother. "And you?" he said. "Who will save you?" The fourth brother fell down on his knees. "O great king," he said. "You alone can save me. You're strong and good. I know you won't kill me. I trust you." The hyena king looked at the first brother again. "You trust in God," he said. "That's good. God made men, but he made us, the hyenas, also. We can't fight against God. We can't kill you. You can go," he said to the second brother. "You trust the men of your tribe. You're right. They're strong and brave. We don't want a war with them. We can't kill you. You can go." Then he turned to the third brother. "And you trust in Mother Earth," he said. "She gives you your food, and the water you drink comes from her. But we hyenas also live on the earth. We need her too. We cannot hurt her. You are free to go." "And me? What about me?" cried the fourth brother. The hyena smiled. His big white teeth shone. "You're a fool," he said. "You trusted us, the hyenas. We can't fight God. We can't fight your tribe and we can't fight against Mother Earth. But we hyenas can fight each other. It doesn't matter at all." So the hyenas killed the fourth brother, and ate him. The hunter's wife. Once there was a beautiful Afari girl called Kurdali. She lived with her mother and father. The family was poor. They had no camels or donkeys. All they had was a few sheep and goats. One day, Kurdali went to the river to fetch water. But on the way home, she fell, and spilled her water. "Oh, my water! My water!" she cried. Burrito, a rich man, was walking along the road. He heard Kurdali and went up to her. "What's the matter?" he said. Then he saw Kurdali's beautiful face. At once, he fell in love with her. "She's beautiful. She's lovely," he thought. "I want to marry her." The next day, Burrito sent his uncle to Kurdali's father's house. "My nephew wants to marry your daughter." Burrito's uncle said. "What will he give me for her?" asked Kurdali's father. "He'll give you everything he has," said the young man's uncle. "And how much is that?" 100 cows, 50 camels, and many, many sheep and goats." Kurdali's father was very happy. "He'll give me all this for my daughter?" he asked. "Yes," answered Burrito's uncle. "All of it, then he can take her," the old man said. So Burrito gave Kurdali's father all his cows, his camels, his sheep and his goats. He married Kurdali and took her to his house, but now Burrito was a poor man. "What are we going to eat?" Kurdali said. "Don't worry," her husband answered. "I'm a good hunter. I'll bring home something for the cooking pot every day." So Burrito became a hunter. Every day, he went out and killed an animal. Every evening, he brought it home and Kurdali cooked it for their supper. They were very happy. One day, Kurdali's father came to visit her. "Well, daughter, how are you?" he said. "I'm very well, father," said Kurdali. "Please, come and sit down." She ran to her cooking pot. "I must give my father something to eat," she thought. But the cooking pot was empty. "Burrito will soon come home," Kurdali said to herself. "He'll bring some meat. I'll get everything ready now." She lit the fire and filled the cooking pot with water. Then she put the pot on the fire. Soon, the water was boiling. It was ready for the meat. But Burrito didn't come. Kurdali waited. The fire began to go out. The water in the pot boiled away. Kurdali fetched more wood and filled the pot with water again. But still Burrito didn't come. Again, the fire began to go out and again the water in the pot boiled away. Kurdali put more wood on the fire and more water into the pot. At last, she heard a noise outside. She ran out of the hut. A hunter was walking past. He had a dead bushbuck over his shoulder. But the man wasn't Burrito. It was a neighbor. "Oh please," Kurdali said. "Can you help me? I have a guest in my house, but I haven't got any food. My husband is a hunter. He'll come home soon. Please give me a leg of your bushbuck. My husband will give you some of his meat later." The man looked at Kurdali. He thought she was very beautiful. "Yes," he said. "I'll give you a leg of my bushbuck. But you must come and meet me at the well tonight." "What can I do?" Kurdali thought. "I must give my father some food." "All right," she said. "I'll meet you at the well. But please, give me some of your meat now." so the man cut a leg off his bushbuck and gave it to Kurdali. She ran back to her hut and put it into the cooking pot. Soon, her husband came home. He had killed a zebra. Now there was plenty of meat. The three of them sat and ate happily together inside Burrito's hut. It was dark now. Suddenly, Kurdali heard a noise. The stranger was outside. He was throwing a small stone onto the roof of the hut. He wanted her to come out. She looked at Burrito and at her father. "Did you hear something?" she asked them. "It was nothing," Burrito said. "It was the wind," said her father. The hunter outside threw another stone onto the roof of the hut. Kurdali didn't say anything this time. She only smiled, and gave her father another piece of meat. The hunter threw a third stone onto the roof of the hut. Kurdali began to laugh. "What are you laughing at?" her father and her husband asked her. "I'm laughing at 3 fools," said Kurdali. 3 fools. "What do you mean?" said her father. "The first fool is my husband," Kurdali answered. "He gave away all his cows and camels, his sheep and goats for the love of one woman. The second fool is my father. He took everything away from his daughter's husband. Then he came to visit me. How did he expect me to feed him? The third fool is the man outside. He thinks I will meet him at the well because he gave me a leg of his bushbuck." The hunter outside the hut heard Kurdali's words. He was afraid of her husband and he ran away. Kurdali's father was ashamed. "You're right, my dear daughter," he said. "I made your husband a poor man. I will give him back half his animals." Only Burrito was happy. "My wife is beautiful," he said, "but she is clever, too. I am a very lucky man." The Lion, the Fox and the Hyena. One day, the lion, the fox and the hyena went hunting together. They hunted from sunrise until sunset and they met again in the evening. "What did you catch?" the fox asked the hyena. "I caught a cow," said the hyena. "And you?" "What did you catch?" "I killed a goat," the fox answered. "And I," said the lion, "I caught a camel. And now I'm very tired, and I'm going to sleep." So the lion lay down and went to sleep. The hyena was tired. He wanted to sleep too. But the fox said, "Listen, my friend. You know the lion. He's big and strong. He always takes all the food. I'll go hunting again. I'll try to catch another animal. You and I can share it. But don't tell the lion." So the fox went away to hunt again. Soon, the lion woke up. "I'm hungry," he said. "I want to eat." "Hey, you, hyena, what are you going to eat?" "Well," said the hyena, "you killed the camel, so the camel is yours. I caught the cow, so I can eat the cow. And the fox killed the goat, so the goat is his." The lion was very angry. "What?" he said. "You stupid animal. You're going to keep the cow and the goat for yourself and the fox?" "Why, yes," said the hyena. But you only killed the cow because you had my help," the lion said. "She heard my voice, and she was frightened. Without me, you couldn't kill the cow." "She's mine." "That's not fair," the hyena said. "The cow belongs to—" "Don't try to argue with me," roared the lion. The cow is mine, and he hit the hyena with his great paw. The hyena's head came off and flew up into a tree. The lion made a hole in the ground and buried the hyena's body. The fox was hunting for a long time, but he didn't catch anything. At last, he came back to find the lion and the hyena. On the way, he saw the hyena's head up in the tree. Oh ho, thought the fox. I must be very careful. He ran up to the lion. Aren't you hungry? He said. When are you going to start eating? I'm waiting for you, said the lion. We hunted well today. Look at all this meat. Tell me, fox, which of it is for you, and which is for me? Oh, thank you. Thank you, said the fox. It's very kind of you to ask my advice. You are the lion, the king of the forest. I'm only a poor, small fox. Of course, you can eat anything you like. But you asked my advice, and here it is. Why don't you eat the camel for your breakfast and the cow for your lunch? Then you can have the goat for your supper. The lion was surprised. What about you? He said. What are you going to eat? Oh, said the fox. Don't worry about me. You eat first. Perhaps you'll leave a little bit. Perhaps there are some bits you don't like. I'll eat those. Said the lion. Yesterday, I thought you were a stupid animal, fox. Why are you suddenly clever today? Well, the fox said, yesterday I was only using my own head. But just now I saw the head of the hyena. It helped me to think. The year is 1935. The place is Hollywood. The Los Angeles newspapers call him the cat. He steals at night. Tonight he is at a house in the Hollywood Hills. The people in the house are having a party. They cannot see or hear the cat. He is on the roof. I need to get to that window, he thinks. Minutes later, he is making a hole in the window. The cat opens the window and gets into a bedroom. He listens, but everything is quiet in the room. The only noise is the party. Now I must find the jewels, he thinks. It only takes him a minute or two to find them. I can get hundreds of dollars for these, he thinks. Moving quickly, he puts them into his bag and leaves. Next day, at Starshine Studios, Zach Wakeman is making a movie. The star of the movie is Natalie Nevins. She begins to act. Okay, Natalie, Zach says. Act very afraid. You want to get out of the building. You look up. You can't see Brad. But Brad, you can see Natalie, and you're waiting for her. Okay, says Zach. Now bring on the stand-ins. The stand-ins are Nathan and Bud. They do all the dangerous things in the movie, all the stunts. Nathan is Natalie's stand-in, and Bud is Brad Poole's stand-in. Good luck, Nathan, says Natalie. Thanks, Miss Nevins, says Nathan. Brad says nothing to Bud. Okay, calls Zach. Begin to climb up the building, Nathan. The two stand-ins begin to act. Nathan climbs out of the window and up onto the roof of the building. Bud is waiting for him. At first you don't see Bud, Nathan, calls Zach. Now you do. And Bud, you try to stop Nathan, but he gets away. Nathan quickly gets away from Bud and runs across the roof of the building. Bud runs after him. Natalie Nevins is watching them. I can do that, she thinks. Nathan is very good, but I don't need a stand-in. Okay, everybody, calls Zach. We are beginning again in 20 minutes. I like your hair, Nathan, says Bud, laughing. It's very nice. You're very pretty. Nathan is angry, but he says nothing. He does not like Bud. Natalie goes to speak to Zach. What's wrong, Natalie? Zach asks, Mr. Wakeman, please can I do some of my stunts? Asks Natalie. I don't always need a stand-in, sorry, Natalie, says Zach. The stunts are too dangerous. Why do you want to do your stunts, Natalie? Brad Poole asks her. I'm happy to leave the dangerous acting to Bud. Are you coming to my party tonight, Natalie? Zach asks. It begins at 8 o'clock. Yes, Mr. Wakeman, says Natalie. Me, too, says Brad. Zach goes to speak to Nathan. I can give you $20 to park the cars at my party tonight, Nathan, he says. Do you want to do it? Yes, please, Mr. Wakeman, says Nathan. That night, Natalie Nevins arrives at Zach Wakeman's house in the Hollywood Hills. Hi, Miss Nevins, says Nathan. Hi, Nathan, says Natalie. Are you working here tonight? Yes, says Nathan. I'm helping to park the cars. Why? Asks Natalie. Because I need the money, Nathan tells her. The cat is out again. This time, he is going to steal from Zach Wakeman's house. He leaves his car near the trees and waits. Quickly, he runs across to the building and begins to climb. Nathan does not see the cat. He is watching Natalie Nevins go into the house. There are lots of movie stars here tonight, he thinks. But Miss Nevins is the most beautiful. After some time, Nathan goes to look at the swimming pool. A minute later, he sees Natalie Nevins. She is coming out of the house. She has 2 drinks. I have a drink for you, Nathan, she says. Oh, thanks, Miss Nevins, says Nathan. You're a good stand-in, Nathan, she says. But I want to do some of my stunts in the movie. Mr. Wakeman says, no, but Suddenly, she sees someone running to the trees. Look, she says. Who's that? It's the cat, says Nathan. Remember him from the newspaper? He's going to that car. Quick, says Natalie. Let's get my car. Do you want me to drive? Nathan asks. I can drive really fast. No. Natalie tells him. I'm driving. Natalie drives fast and it is a dangerous road. Be careful, Miss Nevins, says Nathan. You have a movie to finish, remember. It's okay, I'm a good driver, she says. She smiles. And you can call me Natalie. Nathan smiles, too. Okay, he says. We're getting near to him, says Natalie. Yes, but look. There's a train coming, says Nathan. Natalie looks quickly. It's okay, she says. It's not going to hit us. The train is moving fast. We aren't going to do it, says Nathan. Yes, we are. Natalie tells him, wow. That was close, says Nathan. Natalie laughs, and says nothing. Suddenly, 2 policemen see Natalie's car. Look at them, says one policeman. How fast are they going, Joe? Too fast, Sam, says Joe. Let's stop them. It's not going to be easy, says Sam, but let's go. Suddenly, Nathan sees the police car. Natalie, he says. What is it? She asks. There's a police car behind us, says Nathan. It wants us to stop. I'm not stopping, she says. It's okay, we can tell them everything later. First we have to stop the cat. Suddenly, the cat sees the police car, too. Oh, no, he says. I need to get out of this car. He stops his car and runs. Soon after, Natalie and Nathan are jumping from Natalie's car. The cat looks back and sees them. They're stopping, too, he thinks. So, who can run the fastest? Minutes later, the police car stops near Natalie's car. The two policemen jump out and look for Natalie and Nathan. Where are they, Sam? Asks Joe. I don't know, says Sam. I can't see them. There are too many people. There he is, says Natalie. There's the cat, he's running to that building, says Nathan. Let's go, says Natalie, and she runs after the cat. Nathan runs after her. He's going up to the roof, he says, and the three of them begin to climb up to the roof of the building. The cat throws his bag at Natalie. She does not see it, but Nathan does. Natalie, the bag, he calls. The bag does not hit Natalie, but it hits Nathan. Nathan, are you all right? Calls Natalie. I'm okay, says Nathan. The cat and Natalie run across the roof of the building. Then, the cat jumps from one building to the next. Natalie watches him. Can I do that? She thinks. Natalie jumps. Nathan sees her. Wow! Look at her, he thinks. The cat sees her, too. How can I get away from her? He thinks. He cannot get away from her. Got you, says Natalie, and she jumps on him. So who are you? She takes off the cat's mask. You, she says. It's Bud, says Nathan. The policemen arrive and look from Natalie to Bud and back again. It's the movie star, Natalie Nevins, says Joe. Yes, says Sam. And the cat. The next day, Nathan and Natalie tell Zach their story. Bud is the cat? He asks. That's right, says Natalie. And you want to be Brad's new stand-in? Zach says to Nathan. Okay, but we need a new stand-in for Natalie. Who can do her stunts? Natalie doesn't need a stand-in, says Nathan, laughing. She can do her stunts.